begin. About 10% of the way through this game. Hoping to do a little more talking this time. Come on, get in there, dude. Get in the level and let me see if I'm on. Why are you not loading? Go. There we go. Let me double check that I'm on. Really interesting stream yesterday. There were so many cutscenes I basically didn't have a chance to say much of anything. Am I rolling? Hey, looks like I am. Alright. Let's get a mission and then let's talk about some career stuff. Don't know if you saw. As much as possible, I am trying to, I would say, kind of keep it positive, not talk bad about people. And I mean, like, so, what's here? What's going on here? Oh. Cool, we did this yesterday. Yep, I get it. They made a scorpion symbol in the stars or whatever. Does it really look like a scorpion, though? I mean, the constellation doesn't have any pinchers, which is sort of the signature of the scorpion, other than the tail.
Papa, how do you know if you're in love?
Why, Henry? Do you think you are in love?
I don't know. Love should feel good. You and Mom are the only ones I love. But this hurts. Sometimes I can't even think straight.
That sounds like love. It could be. I was once like that. I'm very sorry, son.
Sorry for jumping on and you saw the end of this.
Scorpion goddess Circuit. She protected Iset and Horus from jealous Set. She still protects against poisonous animals. But not love. Against that, there is no protection. Not even the gods can.
Okay, I did this yesterday, so I am less... Get out of that, please. There we go. Let's go back to the game. All right, so the like I said, I try not to, be too negative on anybody. However, I don't know if you saw the AOC squad Rashida Tlaib tweet about I am tracking that. Yay. Good time for us to talk, I guess, if I just gotta run through the desert. Well, there's something here in 500 meters, so I guess I should go that way. It's weird that I'm not getting any kind of metric on this, just kind of hanging out in the desert, but there you go, run, buddy. They tweeted a video of the squad tweeted a video of something about, well, hey, they say you should do the internship for experience or whatever, and then they all kind of yelled, experience doesn't pay the bills. Cool, fair enough. That's why a lot of people have a job while they're doing an internship. I want to talk about when I took, poor paying jobs, when that was the right thing, when that was the wrong thing, to build up experience, and then also kind of how to level up over the course of 5 years as I take down a... Nope, not quite yet. These Longhorn Ram things are not...
Keep the filth back!
Apparently those guys would do me harm if they saw me. I don't know. Are these buzzards? Can I take out a buzzard? Oh, I can. Maybe. I'm gonna run out of arrows. I better save that in case I need to stay alive. Wait, it's like a gazelle? Or... Wait, is a gazelle a North American animal? Alright, so when do you do work for free? When do you not do work for free? I would say that when you have no experience, it's like, oh, experience doesn't pay the bills. Well, if you don't get some experience, you're not gonna... Oh my gosh! I'm in trouble. I got 3 guys who are... I'm in trouble. I mean, how am I supposed to outrun camels here? I guess the thing was just like, don't get seen or what? Stay away from me. I mean, there's no point in even wasting an arrow. I'm dead. Can I climb a tree? No. Oh well. Sorry, Bayek. Random dudes on camels took you down. Let's try this again. So maybe decision matrix to use of should you do you know, free work or experience, do some stuff. If you have no portfolio whatsoever, ooh, that guy's a 6, I'm a 5. There's 3 of them. I probably do not need to mess with them. Let's see if we can sneak into the town and find out what's going on. Whoa. This time, let's hide. Oh boy. Let me try this again. Only climbing something to try to get away from these guys. Oh boy. Can I get up enough that they're... You know, the fact that they're on camels and I am... Oh, I might actually get it, yep. What do you mean I can't climb away? Or try to ride your camel up here and tell me how that goes for you.
I see you.
Oh man, that guy's an 8. I'm a level 6, I do not want to fight him. Gosh dang, Bayek is having a hard time in life right now, let me tell you. Alright, so, if you don't have any kind of portfolio at all and you want to be a graphic designer or something like that, the idea that somebody should pay you to do your first graphic design or to learn is pretty silly. So like, if you're just going to college or whatever it is, consulting or something like that, if you don't have anything to prove, it's sort of like, you know, all these people that call themselves life coaches who are like 25 years old on Instagram. It's, what have you done? Have you succeeded in career? Have you succeeded in building a nonprofit? Have you, alright, I'm probably gonna have to take this dude out.
You are dead.
Like, man, again, I may die a lot in this beginning here, just straight up. Okay, there's 2 7s and a 6. I can't beat that. I gotta run away. This is actually a good analogy. Whether or not you should do free work or paid work. If you are at a higher level, then you can do paid work. You know, and if you were at a lower level, you gotta do some free work to build up your level, just like in the game here. I cannot beat 2 8s and a 7 or whatever while I'm in this state. I'm not strong enough. I gotta get the heck out of here so that I can eventually win this thing. When you should not do, there needs to come a point where, you know, if you're a freelancer or, you know, you're doing some side hustle or whatever, that you start saying no to freelance work. Like, I would argue, honestly, as much as this pains me to say it, even for nonprofits, a lot of times, people think they're doing nonprofits a favor by volunteering to do skilled labor, and usually... often the nonprofit doesn't really know how to handle it, and so nobody really benefits. The freelancer's frustrated, and I'm somebody who's really into volunteering, really into nonprofits, and I'm just telling you what happens is if you're not prepared for it. Alright, this is really interesting terrain. I'm just loving running around this world. Thank you for hanging out with me on my lunch hour. Alright, this dude's coming for me? Or is he running away? I can't decide. He's running back and forth.
Stop.
Oh, there we go. I just took down a guy above my level. Let's get him out of sight, just in case. I don't want those friends coming to avenge him. Alright, so that's when you should be doing it. And then let's maybe talk about a reasonable pace to get to like a dream job, because that's something else I've seen that people get frustrated because they're like, well, I went to school for whatever, I went to school to be a director, and I'm not a movie director. I paid money. Why did that not work? Because some things like this game take several levels to get through. Alright? It takes you years and years to be able to build up something like that. And this idea that, like, you know, people that wind up being able to charge ridiculous money per hour or whatever, you know, it's like, oh, well, whatever actor made so much per film. Well, they provided something that, you know, nobody else could, which was people that would show up to see them at the box office, which that's actually becoming less and less common these days. So back when you would go see, you know, like, even like the Marvel stars have not been able to capitalize, like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, you know, have not been able to draw people out to the box office like it used to be. Okay, new area. It's a good time to have a discussion. I really do not know. Okay, oh, there's a major city. Dang, that is beautiful. Okay, well, let's just pause here for a second. I'm gonna take a bite of oatmeal. Like, seriously? Like, why is history not taught via this well? Okay, I'm tracking the right thing, right? Why is history not taught like this? Seriously, this is so beautiful. Like, so many people hate history, and it's like, if they could have some more experiences like this, or if we could integrate games into something like this, I just think it's really, really fascinating. So, at some point, you know, and I feel like we're in a world where just a lot of people do some kind of freelance work, and I've been in this situation within the last year where it's like I did something really cheap, and you know what? Something about the people you think you're doing the biggest favors to by giving them a discount or something like that. It was a little while ago. Self-employed, needed the cash, thought I'd do a job cheap. Never works. They just don't take you seriously. Okay, 3 guys on camels killed me last time. I don't know if it's those 3 guys, but I know it's probably not my fight today. They just don't take you seriously, and so this idea that, you know, free work is, you know, a good idea always. Yeah. But the thing is like, if you're going to do, you know, if you're going to actually charge, you also have to have salesmanship. So people talk about, like, what is going on here? I do not understand the rules, game. I mean, I guess I'll just go into town and see what happens. You know, you got to take out the... Oh, there's a skull. I bet that means it's a happy, fun time. Tea party. International skull symbol. That's what that means. If you're gonna, you know, people say, you know, you got to demand what you're worth or whatever. First of all, that's a lot of times people say that like they want to get money right away. Like they're trying to write for a website. And it's like, well, you should pay me to write for your website. But what value are you bringing to the website? Like, do you have a big enough name that people will read it because you're there? Are you such a good writer that you can prove that there's metrics that are going to get more hits and can sell more advertising? It's such a balance, and I would say I'm someone who did too much free stuff because I like helping people far too long when I was out self-employed. Oh boy. Oh man, I missed. A hyena, aka one of the bad guys from Lion King. I did not see the remake of that or whatever. I see a lot less movies in the theater and at home since Ava was born, and since I'm not writing about them anymore. Dude, are you even kidding me? You're gonna run off so I can't have your pelt, you stupid jerk. The thing about archers is, it's bad for the archer when you get close. See that, dude? Ooh. Did not go well for you, my friend. I didn't see The Lion King, but you know, hyenas. So yeah, would love for you to leave me a comment. If you get a chance, we could talk about it
I
more.
found here.
Oh, Avenge David. Is that somebody else who was a player or whatever? This isn't really something the game necessitates. I'm just being polite and putting his body in the shade. One of my favorite lines from True Grit, the book and movie, is if those boys wanted a proper burial, they should have gotten themselves killed in the summer. Alright, so I gotta avenge his death. I may not be able to do this. I'm still only level 6, but then again, I did just whack a guy that was level 8. Okay, oh. That guy's already dead. I don't have to do anything. Cool. One of the things that's tough, and again, I'm assuming that most people are doing some sort of side hustle these days, right? I didn't have to do anything. I'm almost to a level 7. Boom. "23 minutes. I need to accomplish something real in this game. That didn't count for today." Alright. Most people do some sort of cash thing on the side. Aw, man. So that was a letter from this kid, and he didn't get home before he got killed. Games do a pretty good job being emotional, in my mind. It seems like this is an error that I can't find this dang quest. Find and interact with stone circles in Egypt. Oh, so I guess I gotta go to town. So it did tell me what to do, I just wasn't paying attention. I do want to assassinate somebody to make a joke later on in the stream. Alright, let's talk about when to do work and when not to do work for free. The other thing is like, how do you move through? When I was talking about, you know, being a movie director versus like, oh, I went to school to be a movie director, I'm not a movie director. First of all, you gotta be humble enough to take whatever you can take. So people who do film, and this applies to all jobs, people who do film wind up, you know, they begin with like directing commercials, concept trailers, indie projects. They kill flamingos. Oh my gosh, I shot that one out of the air. I really gotta find some arrows. Do I have that skill yet on, let's check that out, my abilities. I gotta get a point. So, does it say how many arrows I have? I have 9 arrows left. It'd be great if I could get them out in battle, but you recover the arrows that stick in your shield. But unfortunately, I think a lot of people don't wind up making more money and don't wind up doing what they really wanted to do because they weren't humble enough to,
May the gods help me. I am coming for you, Aya.
do the free stuff early on, do the low-paying stuff early on, but at some point, you got to figure out how to get beyond that stuff, or you're gonna starve. First of all, yes, I got up the wall. Boom, 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 boom. Now I just gotta explore this town and find some peoples, huh? We may have to find the stone circles tomorrow, as I have 21 minutes left. Trying to put a timer on the screen. Actually thinking about putting a, I think like a lower third on the screen as well. You know, to be blunt, I don't watch any other streamers. I have not been paying attention to anybody else's content. I don't know what other people are doing. Oh, it is giving me that little question mark. Which one's closest? Yeah, let's run this one all the way down to 0. So what I love about the Assassin's Creed series, man, just jumping on rooftops. And you know how much, I guess, experience is enough? It is enough when you can stand up and explain to somebody why they should hire you. Like when you've got enough work to do that. Believe it or not, I may do just a tiny bit of free stuff. You know, kind of with a project that I'm trying to get going, mainly this project. I may do just a tiny bit of free stuff that I do for pay later. But I'll cut it at a certain point. Alright, so step one, you got a few years doing that. Oops, I fell down. You got a few years doing that free stuff. You know, step two is you need to accept the fact that your job you really might want is maybe... Okay, so these are not bad guys.
Hello, hello.
Oh.
Δεν πω ποτέ ώρα κάτι αυτή την αφρονία.
Προστίν τα πάντα του. Προστίν μοχθήσαν.
Όχι γνώση την πράτη.
Guess I should buy a camel.
My best price.
So I'm in a job I really love right now. Like, really love. And what did it take to get here? Well, it took doing a combination digital marketing, PR, you know, getting some technical skills that I acquired over probably 5 or 6 different jobs if you kind of count freelancing and that type of thing. Okay, now I'm 500 meters. Where's my... I paid you money. Where's my horse at? Oops. Oh, see my horse? I guess that's designed to make you want to keep going in the game and get a... Wait, I thought I bought a camel. Oh. That's right, you gotta whistle or something, don't you? Don't you whistle for your camel? Alright, fine. I'll take this guy. So anyway, this job took at least a dozen years to get ready for. Some of the experience came at fairly low pay. Unfortunately, that's often the case in media where it's like you are in a situation where you get kind of more high-profile work, but it doesn't necessarily pay that well. And then sometimes when you get to the top, is this like... I mean, is this like a road where, no, I was going to say, is this like a ride on the right side of the road, like a modern highway? Apparently not. You know, so to get this job, what kind of differentiated me? Number one, I had technical skills I've been working on since about '07 in SEO, SEM, digital ad buys, coding, and a lot of that stuff I sat there and just taught myself. I wasn't getting paid to do it. I would do it at home. I would volunteer to do extra projects, trying to get up over the top. Okay. Who wants to get in a little trouble? There we go.
Hey, you! Stop!
Ωραία πούλμη του μηχανάστε ή να εξέλθεις.
And had I not been humble enough to do some of that work, I wouldn't be here. I mean, I'd try to be somewhere else. I don't think I'd be unemployed. And I wouldn't be doing something I really love. I would be doing something probably lesser because I didn't get those skills for free early on. Like I said, unless you're going to take a... so it's... You got to be realistic with where you're at. If you're working a job you just hate, you know, and it takes no particular skills, you got to be honest with yourself that it's probably going to take you multiple jobs. So, like, you know, if you're working fast food, which there's nothing wrong with, you know, in my opinion, any kind of work that doesn't hurt another person. So, I mean, if you're a hitman or something like that, or a drug dealer, I would take issue with what you do for a living. But, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with labor. You know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, I did after I put after I had advanced degrees, you know, I did a little bit of manual labor one time when I'd been through a corporate layoff. Not a big deal. But you got to be realistic. If you don't have any experience at all, it's going to take you a bit to get somewhere with it. Do I actually have to go in there?
This area is off limits.
You gotta be realistic. Okay. So fast food, I want to be in corporate America. I want to be in, you know, entertainment or whatever. Don't lie to yourself and be like, oh, I'm gonna be there, because that's when you get frustrated. Sort of like when they talked about John McCain. Oh man, I'm just robbing these guys blind. Good lord, I only got like 7 coins from that. I need like... Oh. Oh, this is nice. I mean, how many guards did I alert, though, is one thing. Oh, my lord. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm dead. See, he's an 11. Well, this is what happens when you go apply to a job where you have no experience with. You get killed. Oh, whoa, that was an accident, but it worked. Unless it didn't. We'll see. How does he know I'm in there? Anyway, don't play outside your level. Level up. There's all kinds of free classes. If you're looking for technical skills where it's easier to do some job stuff, there's all kinds of free and cheap classes out there that you can go after. I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to get out and die. Maybe I'll wait till right after he fires an arrow and see if I can... There we go. Go, go, go. Oh man, these guys are... I just don't have the, Whoops. I didn't have the level to beat those guys. Minutes. Let me actually list out my steps where I got each skill to get here. So coding, which I do use, pretty much every day. I told the story in various pieces, but I wound up. Maybe I can't do that yet. Is the whole thing. Like I just can't attack that base. Coding I taught myself, so I could teach it in college because I said I could teach it, and then I knew that I wasn't ready, and so I stayed up really late. Like 3 weeks, and I learned it. Okay, no. What if I just dive in the water?
Best not to draw attention here.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like being underwater. So that was 2011. Get out there, everybody. Don't drown. There we go. Oh, it's 2011 that I started on the coding thing. SEO I started a couple years later, and started a couple of small clients, got some results, moved things to #1 on Google, and then it gave me a chance to go back and get some bigger clients. So, oops. Which eventually put me into this job. PR, I was able to start handling some more kind of local media stuff, and then opportunities came up, and each time I was able to just, I was working in Chicago, and I was able to say to somebody like, oh, well, I've handled this before. I've, worked with Fox 32, or I've worked with ABC 7. And that got me a slightly bigger job, etc. And so, if we go over here, there's a skills map, right? We see that? You got to figure out, with whatever job you want, and pick something that you're going for. figure out the imaginary bubbles that are in your, kind of in your space, and try to start filling those in, and realizing that it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for you to be able to tell the story. Like, I created a resume for a client yesterday. Oh, watch this, watch this. I've been waiting to do this. Okay, you know what this is called?
Hang on.
That move right there is called a Theo Epstein suicide.
Got you now.
Oh yeah, come on up. That was a joke, because Theo Epstein probably got murdered in prison. Bye-bye, buddy. Alright, maybe I can take out a couple more of these guys in my remaining 9 minutes of gameplay. I really need to get that clip out tonight. He's like straight underneath me. What's that flashing? Does that mean it's gold? There we go.
Wait a minute. You will soon know your place.
Die with your dread. Die!
Ah, man, that went poorly.
Stupid monkey! Get back here! Ah! Trying to lose me! Fine now!
Maybe I can take out that captain in the next 8 minutes. Man, I really gotta find some arrows. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Arrows.
Who shot that? Hey now! You will pay, corpse! Got you!
Okay. No problem. Just got that guy that I cannot take out now. So maybe I can use that big, kind of industrial arrow firing thing. I think I walk out and I can put an arrow in him. He's all alone at least now. That's who saw me. Okay, so no major objectives accomplished on this stream. As silly archer. Alright, where'd you go?
Gods you worship, obviously
6 minutes left. All right. So I think the moral of the story is don't go there. Well, it's not going to do me any good to, go back and just get killed again, so let's look around. Oh. That school seems cooler. More cool than your school, huh?
How I wish those bandits had not killed my man Erikonos, poor fool. Well, at least the jackals had a good meal.
Maybe I can get those bandits out then.
You, that insignia. You are a man of honor. There are so few remaining.
I am a Magi. I solve problems.
Good, I have one. A most precious treasure, which must be delivered today. You will be well compensated for your work. Here are some drachmas to start.
The city is much more expensive than I'm used to.
Good, it is settled. Follow me. The thing I ask you to do is of the utmost importance.
Suggested level
Of course it
15.
is.
Okay. We're going to end 4 minutes early. That was fun. Got some good podcast stuff coming up the next couple of days, talking more about really how to level up. So until next time, I will see you tomorrow at lunch. Bye.